Hi, I'm Tash from Tash Abdullah YouTube channel. Today we are very lucky. We are meeting our old colleagues from Kuching. And hi guys.
Hi Mr. T.
Can you tell about yourself?
Pui here.
Okay.
From Sarawak.
Okay. Do you have your family or?
Yeah, I do have 3 sons.
Okay. And what are you doing in Sarawak?
I'm working with the utility company, Sarawak Energy, as terrestrial ecology.
Okay. And Miss, can you describe yourself?
Hi, I'm Vijaya. Me and Pui, we were unimates.
Oh,
and we
okay.
were Mr. T student, same batch,
okay.
graduated year 2007.
Okay.
So,
That was 13 years ago.
13 years has passed. We went our own ways, but somehow along the way, some events happens, and then I think myself and Men, we get to meet each other very frequently over work. And finally now I have joined him in Sarawak Energy as well, the utility company in Sarawak. But I'm attached with the corporate communication team.
Can you tell us a bit your experience from your undergraduate and until you work at the present time?
Okay. Undergraduate years, I came in a bit later than the rest of my batchmates. One of the reasons is because I didn't do too great in my STBM. So I tried many universities. I was rejected. Then finally I did an appeal to UNIMAS, and Animal Resource Science and Management gave me a place. So that was my chance to pay back. Pay back and get on track. So my 3 years journey with in this course was amazing. I think so far is probably the best time that I've had my entire life was that 3 years. Learning from friends, learning from lecturers, and most of all I think we sort of build a very strong relationship, not only just in our class, but the environment allowed us to build very good relationship with our seniors and juniors as well. So a lot of us are pretty much still in touch. So then I went on and I worked for the media for a while, 2 years. Salary was not great. Then I had an opportunity to join the state government doing environmental education. It's a bit far-fetched from what I studied, but a lot of the things that I learned in my 3 years was very useful in running environmental education programs. I spent about 10 years doing this when I finally decided to stop doing environmental education and move into a new field. Environmental education is probably my passion, but at the same time I needed to upskill. I needed to learn something new. I couldn't be too comfortable. So it was a very tough decision. Took a lot of courage, took a lot of friends, families, even Mr. T himself, I've spoken to him about this. A lot of advice, and finally I had some courage to move out from my comfort zone. So there along this journey, there are several challenges here and there, but things went well. So and a lot of things that happened along the way were also things that had happened when we were in uni, running our group projects and all these things. Those little things, not the theoretical part, but the social relationship, how we hang out with one another, those kind of things really did help the little events that happened in my life. I'm quite happy, and I'm very happy to actually once in a while gather like this with our classmates.
So some of your experience?
Yeah, actually my story a bit similar to Vijay. I'm also a second intake. Maybe experience I faced quite a lot. So the result and so. So not the first, like I applied the applications but rejected. But luckily I managed to step my kaki to the uni life. Actually I'm from small town Kapit, from the Longhouse. You know the Longhouse. I mean that time is the first I step on the town, the big city, right? So actually my mom is very worried actually when I enter the city rather than when I enter the forest. Result start around the town area, yeah, urban area. So that's a story like a bit turnover for me in terms of this culture thing and so on. The way of life living is so different, it's very challenging like in that way. So when I enter and take the course, like I'm very thankful because actually I know a little bit about the kampong thing, like what the wild thing, environments, nature and so on. But when I take the course, I realized that there are so many things that I don't know actually. When you study them, you realize that there are so many things you know nothing actually. So I study amphibians reptiles. Now, actually I quite long already actually, like almost 10 years involved in this field. So start from my degree, my final year project, and working on this group of animals, tatak, cicak, and ular. So like last time in kampong, I only know like pama is the famous species that people eat lah. But when I study them, I just realized that there are so many species, like in Borneo, like 180 species. So yeah, amazing. From 1 to 180.
Do you have anything to tell the next generation of student relating to the environment?
Yeah.
Or what do you aspire or what do you expect in terms of the environment for the next generation?
Yeah, actually the environment is quite a lot of things need to be done. Like for instance, like in protecting them, conserving them, and so on. Like actually we do have this quite diverse, many kind of animals and so on. So but the effort in Sarawak especially is like very less, minimum effort in protecting. So and few students that are quite interested in this field actually, like more famous like this field like engineering, water and so on. So I think maybe Sarawak needs to like reconsider the choice in life. And most importantly, like what I mentioned just now, when you realize something, then you realize that everything can be done on what you do.
So Vijay, what do you think? The next thing for the next generation? How are you going to prepare them?
Environment is actually very close to my heart. Not just animals per se, but also plants, anything that's natural out there is very close to my heart. Since I was young, I was always drawn to all these things. You know, how say tangkap berudu lah, this and that, and then go and see things. If people say got ular, I will be the first one to go, not near, but just to see what's happening. But like what Aming has experienced, when you actually entered the course and you really start learning about things, and you know how much knowledge there is outside that you never have imagined, and you are privileged to actually undergo a course like this and be very, very close to nature, it sort of made me feel more confident. So after completing university, I feel I do have a certain amount of knowledge, and then I think I was on the right path also. I went into environmental education, so I actually spent a lot of my time with rural school children, talking to them about how the town looked like, and in return, they talk to me about how the jungle looked like, how the wild looked like, and they bring me on their adventure. So these are the little things that makes, you know, my passion, how I feel towards the environment stronger. And in fact, that has guided me to make some options in my life. One of it is, I always believe that storytelling is a very powerful way of creating awareness on something. So in this case, the environment. In the previous days, people used to cerita to us in the form of taboo or folk stories. But now that when we have the knowledge, it's also important how we narrate and craft it into engaging stories. And you can start it very young, from home, from kindergartens and all these things, if we really want to nurture a generation that is, conscious about sustainability. So maybe, how to say, I have my retirement plan. Yeah, I do have a retirement plan. My retirement plan is to stay healthy and to be visiting teachers to kindergartens to tell stories about the environment. So this is my what I hope to do one day. I don't know will I get there or not, but I'm really trying. I think I have a chance, but I just need to work more. I just hope one day I reach there. I've done environmental education, I've connected with people in the city and in the rural. Now I'm doing communication, so I'm learning to read, I'm learning to write and narrate and craft content. So I hope all these things will somehow comes into a formation, and I can achieve what I want to do. So that's where I see myself 25 years down the road from today.
Okay, any last word, May?
Any last word, kah?
Last word lah.
Most importantly, love what you do, yeah, and enjoy it all the time.
Any last word, Vijaya?
I think it's very important not to doubt yourself. When in doubt, reflect and be sure you can do what you really want to do. I think that is what's going to drive you to achieve whatever you want. And I like what men say, you got to love what you're doing to do it well.
Yeah, I think everybody, there's a very good advice from this young generation, and we have to love our environment, which I like very much. And please subscribe Tash Abdullah YouTube channel. Bye.
Bye.